1900, where is Germany right now? Where is my autocracy that I bemoaned because I completed the liberalism entry in the second video of the series? Well, we've gotten that autocracy. We have restored a lack of voting. We've got it there. There's no more voting in the country. We have a monarchy. But there are other things that penetrated. We do have proportional taxation. We do have a dedicated police force. We have public schools. These are things that changed because of the wave of liberalism unleashed by the Napoleonic Wars. They have impacted Germany. In fact, the formation of Germany is itself a matter of liberalism. Can you play Victoria 3 without making any concession at all to liberalism? No, I don't think so. Not if you want to succeed. If you want to succeed as a nation, you've got to liberalize. But can it be said that we can minimize the amount of liberalization that we've done? Yes, we have done that. We have definitely done. We have rolled back lots of civil liberties. It's been horrendous for this heart of mine to do all those things, but I've done it. And we still benefit from taking, as we pick and choose, taking that educational system and emphasizing it and using that as an advantage in generating more technology to take into that second industrial revolution, the one that's based on technology rather than market liberalization. We have done that. We have absolutely attained that. We can take a look at our technology right now. It's 1900. Yes, we're researching war propaganda, but we are definitely in the level 4 techs. We are busting through those. 17 months to research these. It's going to go quickly for radio, 10 more months. In fact, we probably should research radio because we're going to need those in our fighting and stuff. We're definitely there. And even as I've tried to avoid doing things that may have been done by other groups, I can't help but do certain things like, well, I had to go to war with the USA, and now look, we've taken over Texas, and America has definitely turned red. That's communism right there. So yeah, you're welcome, Texas. We saved you from the commies, unless you want to be communist, and then too bad. And I had a comment in another video saying, oh, you shouldn't be building things in Texas or Oklahoma. Build them in your home population states. Well, Oklahoma has a population that, yeah, it's still Platinian, Muskogean, Croatian. There's about, we've got, Muskogean, here we go. Maya has got a pretty big group there. North Italian, all kinds of people are moving to Oklahoma. I agree that's kind of a mess there. But German Texas, North German population is over half the state. That is a traditional homeland, and we have the documentation from 1137 to prove it there. Yes, German explorers must have claimed it during the Holy Roman Empire, so absolutely we've done our bit there. And there's a big chunk of Dixie and Croatian as well. So, all right. Even if we look in New Africa, Louisiana, not so much. Mississippi, 24% of the population there is South German. Actually peaked back at Louisiana, 4% there. Alabama, 32% South German. Georgia's got 23% North German. Not so much in South Carolina. Not so much in Florida, although 18% Polish. Who saw that coming? There's been a lot of immigration to New Africa there. If we look at Cuba, it's a recent thing there, so maybe not so much there. Yucatan, nobody moved out there. Well, can't win them all. Just taking a look at some of these others, But we definitely have a pretty big German population here in Germany, so that's for sure. And that's another question, migration within the borders here. Are we against that? As we run out of jobs, I'm trying to boost the birth rate. I've actually enacted greener grass decrees. I need more people to come and fill the jobs that I have available. I've got enough jobs. I don't have enough people for them. We need a larger population. Does that make it more liberal? in Germany in terms of encouraging more people to move in and so forth? I think so. Finally, looking at Asia, I was talking about taking over China. Like, yay, that's the point why we went to war with Britain, to take out their Hong Kong. But I've got really good relations with China and really good relations with Bengal. Which one do I go after? Well, I do have an anti-Bengali league, and because Bengal isn't being run by the British anymore, it's own country, I could actually justify the same kind of ideas that made Europeans justify entering China. I could use those against a non-British owned India. Large population, source of labor, source of markets for my goods, and I happen to have an anti-Bengali league. And the other thing with Bengal is they claim to be a major power. That's something that in this timeline I need to consider that. If this was one where the British still owned it, then yeah, I'd be looking at China and saying, well, let's pry that open and maybe we'll deal with the British later, but that'd be a lot of infamy. Now, not so much on the infamy. We could take a chunk of Bengal and make it our own. But to do that, you may have noticed we have really good relations with them. Well, let's change that. And let's make them ban slavery. Now, there's a 26% chance that they will do it. And if they do, fine, they do it. But if they don't do it, then we get to pick fights with, your Sweden's on our side, Burma, Bawalapur, Johor, they'll get involved, Sikkim, I've got all my guys in there. We would have a chance to get a war with them and make it happen. But I'm not going to force the diplomatic play. I'm just going to confirm this and see if we can make them drop their slavery. And they did not. Okay. Well then, we need to take this second German fleet, and he will be on standby here. That was from the leftover from the war where we took Ceylon. I believe I've got an army here I'd like to use. Let's go with the Third Army. Here we go. Mobilize them and put them down here. We'll get that started. Get that underway. They'll be there in 67 days. And what would I want from India? Now that we've got this little spat started, I want to first of all make sure that we do have a fight. I don't want it to be where they back down and all I get is they've ended slavery. Oh, no. We need something out of here. Now, we could do liberate subject. Oh, that's the Nagpuri aristocratic revolt. They're at a war with England over that. That's why it's a good time to attack them. They just finished a war with China. Now they're having a war with England. So there's that. What if we did liberate country instead? Okay, Bastar, Baroda, Bhopal, Gwalior, Kutch, Assam, Manipur. Ooh, Assam is a good one there, but that's landlocked. Manipur, which would give us the same as Assam. Thalawadi, which is Burma there. Karen, oh, that's Burma. Kachin, that's Burma. Oh, these are not getting me the ones that I want. They're just small things. Baroda, that's kind of nice if we look at that. But that's just this little thing over here. And Bhopal is in the middle of India. We don't have a land bridge to them. Looks like we'd actually have to take over some states. And that's going to cost us an infamy. Well, we've got 19 infamies to play with. Let's see. What could we do? Delhi, Bombay. Ooh, that's a big state. Central India, Awadh, no. Bihar, Andhra, Madras is that's right next door. We could take them. North Bengal, no. But what about South Bengal? They're kind of far away. Orissa, Punjab, Malaya, Gujarat, Kachin. Let's take a look at the size of these states here. The state of Bombay has got 16 million people and is 11% of their GDP. Okay. South Bengal has got 14 million people and is 10% of GDP. North Bengal, 21 million and 11%. What was this one at 16 million? Okay, Madras is 14.9 million and is 9% of their GDP, and it's right next door. And then if I have to beat the French up, I can take Pondicherry as well. This also puts me in a place to get Travancore. There's 1.23 million there, and the British have got, that's a mediocre amount there. Their Mysore's got 1.32 million, and regular Mysore's got 1.86. Okay, so it's not that heavily populated once you get out of that area. And Andhra has got 11 million. Okay, that's a good number there. That's a good number. And it's 9% of their GDP. So if I took over Madras and Andhra, that's 18% of Indian GDP. And that gets me about 25 million people. And wait a minute. Whoa! That's 25 million people that would be under direct German administration. We don't have a colonial capability there. Oh dear. Maybe we don't want to bring in that many people, because that's a lot. We got 70 million. If we brought in another 15 million, does math. That's over 20% of our population added on again. That's a huge jump in population, a jump in radicals. But then they could also move to Germany and eventually convert to being German after a generation or two. And they could work in our factories. So, yeah! Madras, ho! Here we go. Let's add war goal. Conquer state. Madras. There it is. 16.8. Let's bump it up. Yes, this will make us evil and horrendous, but it means they can't back out of it. Okay, now we're at 55. Now we're infamous. Now we're in deep, deep, deep trouble if the rest of the world wants to get mad at us, and they will. Let's go ahead and move over the 4th Army there, mobilize them, put them on the front. And I think that should be enough. That is 180 battalions, or 190 battalions, and the Bengalis have about, yes, they have double that number, and that gives them 13,000, and we are at 37,000. So we can clean them out, man. You know what? But let's go ahead and send one more army over to that area there. I'm going to make it be the 3rd Army, and we'll mobilize them, and let's just put them into the Ceylon headquarters here. And we could do a naval invasion. Where's their capital anyway? Is it South Bengal? No. Is it North Bengal? No. How do you find capitals in this game in a faster way? That's what I want to know. No. Is it Delhi? No. Is it Awadh? Oh, it was Central India. Delhi is up here. Oh, that's right, because Punjab is up here with the Sikh Empire. Forgot about that. So, okay, we'd have to conquer all the way to Delhi. Woof. Well, still, though, having a guy here ready to do a naval invasion to pick off some of their outposts, that would be a nice thing to do. We'll go ahead and have them ready to go with that. And maybe... Oh, why are we at minus 1,000 on my influence? I guess somebody got mad at us. We'll go ahead and mobilize these guys and just put them on the front line, because we have a lot of frontline generation possibility out there in India. And I want to make sure we have enough smaller units to take care of that. So let me also get my Senegal Corps involved in that. This would be just like, hey, you know what? They split things around. Like, let's say we take this state and then we create a front here and here and here, and then we got another one over there. And rather than have suddenly one army having to be split between 5 fronts, we'll have 5 armies that can go between 5 fronts. We'll go with that. Yeah, we were at 55.2. I really don't want to add on Andhra as a state, but I feel like I need to. Let's add Conquer State. And let's pick up, where's Andhra? There it is, Andhra. That'll give us another 16. There we go. We're at 71.8. We are now pretty hated in the world, I'd say, but we're also going to have a lot more India. That will like give us a third more population. We can invite another country to our power block. Okay, the Zulus, come on in, Zulus. Hey, and what do you know? What do you know? Are they there? Are they there? They joined. The Zulus are in the Zolvarine. Say that 10 times fast. The Zulus in the Zolvarine, the Zulus in the Zolvarine, the Zulus in the Zolvarine, the Zulus in the Zolvarine. Makes you want to play a vuvuzela in the Zolvarine. Anyway, why am I doing this? A vuvuzela just goes, but you don't have any fingering on a vuvuzela. It's not a wind instrument. It's in the strictest sense of the term. It's just a annoyance at a soccer game. And I really don't mind losing the money here because we're spending it on troops. We're scrambling for India. I really should cut down on how much my deficit is here. Maybe I need to look at some of these ongoing relationships and stop improving relations. We'll start with that, just because I mean I like you guys and everything, but we need to get out of there. And Bengal is damaging relations. Oh, wait a minute. I know it'll be better. Besides clearing out, improving relations with Crete, I really don't need to do that anymore. I do need to improve them with German Senegal. We're not on the best of terms, but I should make Bengal a rivalry. My anti-Bengali league went from -3 to +6. And who's in the anti-Bengali league? You can see it's the church. Okay. They're going to really love this when I declare a rivalry and get... Wow. Oh, wow. That was a lot more points. Yeah. Is that going to help me reduce my... It is going to reduce my infamy decay somewhat there. Thank you. That's always a good thing. And we're going to have a lot more radicals from conquest as a result of this. So let's watch out on that. Okay, to arms. We have no choice but to attack Luba. Yeah, let's do that. And small versus big business. Let's improve our market confidence. That would be this one here. Let's do that. Because we're at -13 right now, and we need to boost that up, because with a low market confidence and a high market volatility, we could swing into a depression. And I don't want that to happen. No siree. Okay, while we're waiting here, let's get the second German fleet to naval invade. How about let's start another front over here in Tenasserim, and let's add the army. Where's the one that's just stationed in South India headquarters? There it is, the Third Army. Got it. Confirm. There we go. Now I'm leaving the other armies in the barracks because if somebody else starts a war with me, I'm going to have plenty of other forces there for dry powder. Oh, wow. My anti-Bengali league is now at +10. I don't know if I can scroll that up. Yeah, you can see it now. Wow. They're so happy. And there's only one group in there. Well. How are we doing here, gang? Looks like they have no armies there. We've got it kind of dominated. How soon are you going to be there? 12 days? Okay. Oh, maybe if I unpause, they'll get there faster. Oh, there you go. There's that first shift. Oh no, recession. Disastrous. We could protect our factories and industries. Let's do that. Let's protect our factories and industries, because you need those in a war. And there we go. We had plenty of armies here, so when they opened up the other front, we were able to shift it. When that closes down and the other ones open up, they'll get out there as well. And Tripoli would like to have a defensive pact. Sure, let's do that. You guys in Tripoli are great kids. We love you there. Something going on here in Denmark. Uh-oh. You, the Elba Corps, go to this front here. Help the Danes out some. You'll get there in 72 days. You'll be fine. Meanwhile, oh wow, that invasion went really quick. Wow, woo, yeek. They just ripped into there, and by golly and by jing, they are doing it successfully. Okay, that is good there. Ooh, Revolutionary Qing is having a problem there, and Crete is in default. If we didn't have such high infamy, I could get involved in this one. Or maybe I could get involved without high infamy. And the Mexican Empire wants to be in an alliance? Absolutely, let's do that. Let's see here. Ooh, well, be subject. No. How about here? Be subject. No. Never mind then. We won't worry about it. Let's just focus on what we have. Wow, you blink an eye and then whammo, this happens. We've got the one front line, and then there's another front line here that's about to join up with them. This is going to be incredibly fun here. I'm going to not take this particular call. It's not one I'm looking forward to. They're just going to ask for money. It's the political season in the USA, and whether you like it or not, they're going to ask for money. So, okay, well, we've got three fronts total here. Yeah, it looks that way. And, yep, we got people on all fronts. Now it's down to two again. We're going to clean up here in Bengal and stomp up there in India, and the British have their own thing going on there. Let's make sure they know that that is what we want. We're taking the conquering Andhra and Madras. Do we need to ban slavery, though? That's an interesting question. Is that something we have to do? Because we could always just leave that as another. No, let's ban slavery. Let's ban slavery there. Like, come on, let's be nice-ish or something, and move weird things around. Who's going where? And okay, so we've taken care of the Danish proletarian revolt. They're coming back around. We're going to invite Persia. Persia. Welcome to the Zollverein, Persia. Yeah. Okay, that means we don't need to get, well, yeah, we can guarantee their independence, but we don't need to bankroll, and we don't need to fund the lobbies. We are good to go with that. All right, we are no longer shelling out money. And hell on earth, launch an inquiry? No, we cannot slow down production. We're being tough on crime and laborers and things like, whoa, what happened there? Why did we lose that? What happened? Man. Okay, that's just weakness there. It's because of all these weird things shifting around. And I'm trying to not tell them what to do, but they keep going around and around in circles here. And it's getting me to where maybe we need to see a little less arrows going around and a little more just stable front lines and stuff like that. Let's hope for that. Let's stay on top of things here, guys. And wow, my independent sector is just building all kinds of good stuff. I am not involved in that, and I'm not doing any building at all, in fact. And okay, yeah, that's a weird shift. 8200, gang. What's happening here? What's happening? Tell me who's going where, because this is a lot of arrows, and I don't even know. I'm very confused at this point, but I think we're gonna get them. We just have to take the last state from India. Because all they have left is the state of, they've got Bengal and Bengali Punjab. Aha. Okay, well, and yeah, I'm glad Crete is in default. That means that they are. I don't care. Looks like they ended the war with. No, the British Republic still control that. Oh, jeez. Okay, so they end the war, and now because there's no front line, these guys all have to transfer around. That got ended there. That is some crazy stuff. Let's not let them get away with it, though. Who's moving around here? All right, he's traveling. He'll be there in 8 days. He'll be He's just, he's on the front. He'll be there in 51 days. Okay, you're going to naval invade that one. Get the Andaman Sea going. And there we go. Oh, yeah, you may also notice I've got some new icons here. That's a mod I tried out. All it does is add more icons and colors. Yay, I can play. Yes, if you want to have communist armies, there you go. And all these shades of red. It's possible. Yes, you can. It's great fun. So we are happy with that mod. Anyway, it does broaden the horizons. I'm very... Oh, well, I guess we didn't have to naval invade after all. Great. Let's look at these areas here. Incorporating them would be 3,265 bureaucracies, and incorporating that would be 2,045. So basically, I could take all the remaining bureaucracy I have and build a little bit more, and then incorporate these into German Empire. I'd rather not. Let's leave them as unincorporated states. Let's just leave them that way. And let them have their turmoil and whatnot. We are going to reset production methods. Clunk, clunk. And is there a way to release them as a subject? Let's take a look. These all look very German here. All right, Ceylon... That's not German. Okay. Flanders, Danzig, Hanover, Slovenia, Baden, Bavaria, Schleswig, Holstein. Indian territory. You'd think that would be in India, but actually it's in America. Yeah. Thank you, Columbus, for that little... Uh-oh. I don't see Madras or Andhra as offerings here. Wow, this is kind of embarrassing. I've conquered this big chunk, and I cannot spin them off as their own little thing. So, yeah, we're going to have to rule them directly. And we picked up an army and a fleety. So this is the 15th German Army, which is stationed in South India headquarters. Let's go ahead and get a commander for that. Let's have this guy. And, ooh, we could upgrade them to trench infantry. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. And the 7th Fleet, which is now stationed in South India headquarters. Let's get them a commander. How about a member of the armed forces? Yeah, let's put an opium addict there, and he'll be very happy in India, I'm sure. Okay. Oh, boy. And there we have it. We've got a chunk of India now. I feel accomplished. Let's take a look at our radicals. As you can see, they have now jumped from 6 million to 21 million. I would say most likely because of the people who've been conquered. Our population has gone from 68 to 97 million because of the recent conquest. And our standard of living has dropped from 15 to 13.4 because we brought these guys in. We should work at making things better in this part of the world, I would say. So, just out of curiosity, we could first of all take all of our ports and make them modern ports. That gets us more convoys and makes more money, demands more oil. But that's the way you do it, guys. Let's take a look at railroads and how are we fixed in Andhra and Madras for infrastructure. And wow, that is some harsh numbers there. We should probably, but none of them are our territory. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and build something in each of our satellite nations, just so that way we can build that railroad from Cologne to Cairo. Yes. West Galicia needs 1. Georgia needs 2. Alabama needs 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that'll be good. They definitely need some more there. Yeah. This will be great. We'll be able to build, build the Copenhagen to Cairo Railroad, and if I choo choo, and we have already got the Hamburg to Hormuz Railroad. Oh yeah, Hamburg to Hormuz. Oh, or no, is this Hormuz? Oh, this is Hormuz. Well, okay, so this is it's Persian Hormuz. Yeah, just Prussian Hamburg to Persian Hormuz, PH to PH. Yay! We could even have the Stockholm to Sidamo Railroad. We can build all kinds of roads, but they all got to go through this little bitty choke point here, because that's all that's what we own there, and we need to really like to knock out some of the other guys here, get more rail lines through them maybe. But anyway, that's all. Ooh, what if we took over more of this stuff, and we could build all the way to Ceylon? That would be the Cologne to Colombo Railroad. There you go. Yeah. Oh, that would be fun times. Okay, so how bad are things in Madras? They are struggling. They are struggling with an apostrophe. Struggling apostrophe. They can't afford a G. They can only afford the apostrophe there. We need to help them out. What if we did incorporate all these areas? Whoa, that would be. Oh wow, I like the Telugu officer with the pickelhaube. That's interesting. That is some kooky stuff there. All right. Well, we definitely need a lot more transportation in the empire. What if we built some railroads in these areas here? Let's do that. First of all, let's sort by job seekers. No. Let's sort by peasants. There we go. All right, that's what I was looking for. Madras and Andhra each have a couple million people here. So let's drop 5 railroads in Madras and 5 more in Andhra. That'll help them out there. What about the construction industry there itself? Let's get out of the market view. Let's just go into the state view, buildings. How much construction are we talking here? That they've got 3 in Madras. Well, let's give them another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Andhra has got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. We're gonna have a building boom there. We're gonna build some more railroads. That'll get some more of our transportation, although it's not gonna by half meet it. But our clothing. Gandhi said they should make cloth in India. We're taking a page from Gandhi's book. We're going to build some cloth there. Yes, or well, if it's profitable. Let's take a look at our urban situation. And let's go to our textile mills. Here we are. Can we earn a profit? We can earn a profit there. A pretty handsome profit. So if I build, let's see here. We need another 6,000 clothes. So if I build 10 in each, that gives me about 1,400 clothings. That'll be good for that. That'll be good for a start. We'll see where that takes us. And, we could also put in some motor industries. They'll make some money there. Let's drop in another. They're not going to make that many motors there, though, are they? We need a better production method for motor industry. Let's come back to that. But steel industry, they could do kind of okay with that. All right, let's give them 10 more steels. There we go. 20 more steels. That'll help us out because we need 5,000 steels. And let's go back to another 20 more textile mills. Woohoo! Yes, I'm spamming it all. We've got 111, or sorry, no, we got 11K extra fabrics. That sounds like a y'all problem. So let's hope that they cut back on that. All righty. Well, let's hope that this works out, and I'm just building things up here. Oh, wow, we're building fast there. Let's see if that helps with taking down our total number of radicals. We've already dropped it slightly there. And you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a state action. We're going to incorporate some states here. Not German Sinai, but Ghana and Togo, these guys we could actually give over to the colonial countries there. But Ceylon, Madras, and Andhra, we're going to We're going to do our thing with that. And German Shaozu, not yet there. The African stuff we'll give over to our puppets out in that area. For Madras and Andhra, let's go back to development and government administration. How far behind are they on tax? Whoa, that's a lot. Texas needs a little bit of help there, so let's drop 2 of them there. Andhra needs a lot of tax capacity there. Oh, let's just have them make 10, 20, 30, 40, and see where that lands us after that. Oh, you know what else we could build there that would really help them out? They'd really be happy if we did this and gave them some universities. Let's just build some right there, right now. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Just to get those qualifications boosted up there. We're having a ball right now. We'll see what happens with that. And yeah, we're gonna get a lot of stuff built out. We are all these railways that we're building in somebody else's country. Let's do that later. There we go. That's better. Better in air quotes. And yeah, let's go ahead. Where are those? I had the 2 government administrations in Texas. Let's move those up to the top, just so that way it'll help us with our deficit number there. And I'll pause the recording and we'll come back and see how this experiment in radical incorporation goes. And wow, this is not what I expected. There was a small civil war going on in Mexico. I supported the Mexicans against the religious revolt. I've got troops on the border there. And then Russia got involved. So now I got to put all these guys on the front lines here. And apparently, oh, wait a minute. How is it I've got 78? What? Well, they've got a very small force here. Cool. All right. Well, then we'll just go ahead and turn our guys loose. I was going to set them to be just defend everything, but I guess now it's just going to be advance front because there's nobody there to stop us now. Oh, they're going to get steamrolled. And I'm going to do a naval invasion of Ingria. I think that's where their capital is now. I don't think they moved it to Moscow. Let's make absolutely sure of that. Ingria. Oh, no. They moved it to Moscow. No, they didn't. Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa. Where is the capital? Oh, my gosh. I got to find the capital of Russia? They had a civil war or something stupid like that. Kharkiv, Kursk, Cherniv, Kiev. No, I don't know where their capital is. How do you find a capital? Well, I'll just invade there anyway and we'll conquer it. Is it out in the Urals? I don't know where it is. Anyway, we'll just invade and deal with it anyhow. But we have improved standard of living. We've got it back up to 14.6. It's not yet at 15, but still, that's good. Our number of radicals has gone down from 21 million to 17 million, and our number of loyalists has increased. Now, you do see a little change right here where I'm wiggling my mouse. That's because I dropped taxes. I had to raise them because we were in a economic bust, and I had to raise them for that little bit of time there, and now we got out of it, and now I'm lowered them, and we're having an economic boom. We're in a gilded age, for goodness sake. It's pretty awesome. And we're building out more power plants because we need electricity. Just stuff like that. Okay. So now we're all caught up there. Let's take a look at how we're doing with incorporating here. They've really gone down in turmoil. We've got 5 years left to go on each of these guys. Not too bad in Ceylon either. We've handed over Ghana and Togo to German Senegal, and Gabon and Congo to German Congo. Once these are all finished off, we'll hand them over to German Congo, and they'll take over administration of these areas. It'll be fine. We probably do need to have a war to take over Messina, so that way Senegal links up with all their stuff, and then Fouta Yalon, so that way this coast can connect there, and then we'll just clear out the others as well, just because it'll look nice that way, and we can be scrambling for Africa. Check that box. But as it is right now, we have to have this stupid war with Russia. I mean, why? Why? Naval invade Ingria, take this fleet, the first fleet, and smash into them. And I hope that we have our Baltic Sea fleet here really rip them up about their, oh my gosh, Bangala has started a native uprising. This is the drawback to handing over all of my colonies to the puppets here. My little armies that I had over here now become theirs, and I can't use them. But anyway, yeah, we're going to conquer some of that. And, oh, good, we sunk 110 enemy convoys. That's grand. And, whoa, the naval invasion worked. And we now have a front we have a front line to close off over here, which shouldn't take too long. We'll unpause and just let her rip. We're going to have some more frontline magic happen here, I'm sure. Back over here in Mexico, we have an edge. Well, not much of an edge there, but these guys will push forward, won't they? You are going to advance, right? Okay, yeah. Push in there, take it over, make it one. Ooh, if they take over that state, it becomes one big front line, and we win that. That'll be a grand thing if we can do it. And yeah, the Russians really need to come out of the war here. Stop the presses. A newspaper banned under a law has printed in America. We could look this way or crack down hard. We have an anti-American society anyway, so we're going to crack down on them and make our armed forces, evangelicals, and Junkers all go up in approval. Just please, let us do that. We do need to make some more engines, though. That's a definite thing we got to do there. Probably when this war is over, we'll get to working on those factories. But for right now, what's going on here? Why? Oh yeah, I moved him over there. All right. And oh, come on, conquer that thing, conquer it. Get rid of the Rushkies. Battle in Rio Grande. Ooh, there's an urban fight there. Well, yeah, he's in panicked retreat. This is the most agonizing thing to watch. This number go to 5, 400, 300, 200, 100, 90, 50. There we go. What? You didn't take it over yet? Oh, come on, guys. All right, well. Meanwhile, over here in Russia, we got one little guy over there. Let's go ahead and mobilize the Moldau Corps. Mobilize it and park him up here. Yeah, on the Kola Ingria front. There we go. Just so that way the Russians don't get any ideas and put somebody over there. There we are. Yeah, this is going to go pretty well here. Slavery and colonial labor. Make the Junkers mad or make the petite bourgeoisie. Whoa. Okay, so I can either get a +1 and a -2 from them, or a +1 and a -2. The hard work builds character. Yeah, let's have a double standard on slave labor there. That sounds properly authoritarian / autocratic. Oh, golly gee. Can't y'all conquer Rio Grande? Oh, no, you're fighting over here. That's not where I wanted you to go. Well, where's this guy going to go? Oh, he's going to deal with the Senegalese proletarian revolt. Okay. That's cool. Cool. Oh, wow, we need a lot more steel. And we just got the arc welding method. Let's go do it right away. Steel arc process. We will only need 4,800 more electricities to do it. Oh my. But we'll make 2,000 more steels that way. Well, how much? How are we fixed for electricity here? Let's take a look at our situation, and we have, where's the, oh, we're behind by 3,000. Now is not a good time to add another 4,000 electricity needs there. We've got to build some more power plants. Yes, we do. Oh my, we have got to take care of that situation. Oh my gosh. Well, this is just goofy. Why did Russia get involved? Have they not had their butt kicked enough in this game? And oh, wait a minute. Ching wants a mutual foreign investment. Yes. Yes, we will do that. We will absolutely do that. I'm picking up the thing that you heard a thump earlier. I'm picking up what went thump because I don't want to leave it all spread out on the desk. And that is because the thing that went thump was my pipe. There you go. I don't smoke them. I just hold on to them because I can. It's better than chewing pens, I realize. And quite frankly, it goes with the time period. But you just say no to smoking, kids. But you can chew on your pipe all you want. That's fine. There's no problem there. Yeah. Okay, well. So now we'll invest in China, yes. And we need to get some more power plants built, some more steel built, more. It's probably not a good idea to talk with this because it's impacting my. It's giving me a speech impediment, as it were. All right, have we taken care? Yes. Now it's a single front over here. We're doing fine now, and that'll be grand. I need to do something. Beat up on the USA or the UAS. Because they're communists and we're not, and we can't have that on our border. It's probably what sparked this religious revolt here, now that I think about it. Oh, come on, Russia. Come on. Now there's a little bitty 100 there. Okay, great. Now we blew that out, and tell me he is not... No, he is not going to Dobrudja. That's just... No, he's going over here. This guy can go to Dobrudja because this is... I do not want to put 95 battalions on this little bip here, and Bolongan can blow it out of their nose. I don't care. Anyway, if we knew where the Russian capital was, well, we would have it by now, I'm sure. I'm just going to click through all these states to see if it crops up in anything that I've taken over. Doesn't look like it so far. Not Kiev. Nope. Nope. Not here. Minsk? No. Mogilev? Or Mogilov? Smolensk? Tula? Oh, it's Tula! Okay, there we go. Now we found it. Designate strategic objective. There. That's capital. Take them down. Take them down. All right. If we can knock that capital out, then they all quit, and we can send our guys home. Meanwhile, this guy's... The Russian fleet doesn't even exist. It's pathetic. You might as well go home, too. I mean, yeah, we're sinking like less than 50 convoys now. It's hardly worth it. And we have a rogue imperialist. Whoa! Pause. If we accept the claim on the British East Angola, it'll cost us 14 infamy, but we get a claim on East Angola. That's this business down here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah, well, even though it's 14 infamy. Don't know why, but yeah. Okay. This is going to end favorably, I believe, for Germany. Mexico's already at negative 85. Russia just needs to get the heck out. I mean, their war support is dropping. Their capitulation desire is collapsed. They've got dead and wounded piling up. We've got dead and wounded piling up too, but they've got even more. So, yeah, okay, it's So rough exchange there. Are you going to drop out now? Thank you for dropping out, Russia. Oof. And we have no choice but to attack Chokwe. Pow. There we go. That was fun. Who's going where? Oh, we've got a few guys that are going to go over here to Senegal. And we'll just deal with them there. All right. Okay, it's just the Brazos Corps. All right, good. Or no, it's the 6th Army as well. No. They're not going. Send them home. We'll have the trade. We'll sign the trade deal with Ecuador. That looks nice. Okay, meanwhile, we've continued to incorporate over here. The turmoil has gone way down. We could actually build stuff there, and it looks fine. But we need to get more steel production, more transportation, more trains. Yeah, we'll take care of that. But right now, this is interesting because essentially Germany has now created a multi-ethnic empire, the same thing that Austria had, and the justification being you're now, don't worry about being citizens of some other country, you're now citizens of the empire, and you're going to have benefits from that. Would the current German administration be better for the guys in India than the British East India Company or the British Raj was? That's a very tricky question because the Raj was famous for liberalizing trade. And by doing that, it got it to where the grain market in India all the grain would be sold to the highest bidder. So in time of shortage, grain would still be exported to England. It would be taken away from the farmers forcibly because somebody has bought your grain, sir. You must surrender it. Here is your money. I can't eat the money. That's not our problem. We've paid you handsomely for this. You can go buy your own grain. No, I can't. You bought up all the grain and you're shipping it out to England, and then the rest goes to the army here. Oh, well, go find some grain and you can sell it and buy it and all that stuff. It's free market, baby. Anyway, it led to a lot of famines in India. And here are Germans. Well, we don't believe in the free market at all. We have interventionism and things like that. So would that mean then that we expect the grain to be grown in other parts of the empire, like Egypt and Austria, well, the Hungarian plains and Hungary and Poland? These areas are, Croatia seems to have eaten some Bosnia here. Did not see that happening. Oh, well. And looks like they got a little bit of, wow, that's really interesting. Okay. Whatever. Let that go. Unfortunately, by the way, our railroad system is interrupted by these 3 different Bulgarias here. We've got a problem with that. But anyway, but yeah, growing grain out here in Hungary and Transylvania here, Hungary itself, this is a rich area for grain growing, and Egypt is good for that. We've got plenty of stuff out here in New Africa, Texas, Oklahoma, Mexico. All these places that are part of the Zollverein trade network are able to produce this food. So we're not going to be dependent on grain for India. This might actually mean that they would not have as much of a famine as they would. And because this is not a colonial administration, but a direct administration, they essentially have the same rights that every other German has. No voting. I mean, it's pretty harsh on everybody, but they are given access to the market. We are expecting them to produce things and become, take these millions of peasants and turn them into productive resources. So it might be that they would actually come out better. Now, would they be better off if they were under their own government? Most likely, because they would be responsive to their own needs. But I think it would actually be in between the East India Company / Raj and their own government. You'd have the German administration. It's going to be discriminatory, yes. but it's not going to starve them because they don't have the same emphasis on free market economics that the British did, because it's not to the German advantage to do it that way. Interesting thoughts on that. Anyway, I'll let you go out early here. What? I mean, I could have booked a whole hour, but 55 minutes is going to be fine because they never should cut you off in the middle of a sentence. You thought that was going to happen, but it didn't, because no, I will not cut